Today I'm going to show you guys how to use your datum planes, how to use your axes, and how to use your note features in your model. Not in your drawing, but in your actual model where you put your little notes here. So stick around to the end and you'll see there's quite a few little features that I'll show you guys, and I hope this helps you guys. Hey guys, sorry to interrupt your video. I just wanted to ask you, please hit the like and subscribe button. It's going to make it easier for me to share my content with you guys in the future, and it will make it so that you don't miss anything. Cool. So we're going to start with our datum planes. So obviously you click on your datum plane feature, put them on. So my datum plane feature is very useful if I want to sketch away from my model, or if I want to extrude away from my model onto it, or cut at a certain angle, or so on. So first I'm going to show you if I need another plane a slight distance away. All I'm going to do is I'm going to click on the surface that I want the plane, the same orientation. I'm going to click there. As you see, it gives me this. So gives me a distance. I can make it any distance I want. I can make it 50, I can make it 100, depending on where I want it. So this is also helpful in your assemblies, because if you have to have your part a certain distance away from another plane or another surface or whatever, you don't have to do it in your assembly. You can preset it here with this. So it makes your life a lot easier. So that's the one way to use your axis. Then again, I can select plane, not axis. Then I can select this surface here, and again it'll give me the same angle. I can select the distance, simple, easy, and we can make it do whatever we want to do if we now want to make a sketch and extrude and so on and so forth. But obviously that's just following the planes that you have. Okay, so now say I need a plane at a specific angle so that I can extrude something. Okay, I want to draw something now, say on this surface, but not at that angle. I want to draw it at a different angle. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my axis. Okay, axes are very useful. All your round items will always have an axis in it. If you turn your axes on here, you'll see if I extrude something around, it will automatically give you an axis. So, but on this one, all we're going to do is we're going to select this plane here. Okay, so now it's running that way. Okay, now we need to reference a top, and we need to reference a forward backwards. So we can just reference, let's just reference this face here. It's going to make it easier. Okay, now again you can shift this, you can put it wherever you want. You can also, I could have also selected that face, it would have done the same thing. So all we're going to do is we're going to make this one 0, we're going to make this one 0 as well, just to put it up there. Okay, now I'm going to say okay, there's my axis, right? Okay, and as you see there, A1, that's my axis 1. D2 and D1 are the two planes I just added, datum planes. You can again change those names if you have specific names for them. Right click, rename datum 1. I mean, it's like everything here, you can change the names according to what you feel necessary. Okay, so now I've got my axis. Now how do we use this for our datum plane? So easy, I'm going to select my axis, I'm going to select the new datum plane, yeah. Okay, as you can see now it's done that. Okay, but there's no specific angle, there's no specific nothing. Okay, so what are we going to do? We're going to control, and I'm going to click on this surface. Okay, so now it's giving me an angle, okay, according to that axis. So I don't want it at whatever angle that is. I want it at not 90, but say 30 degrees or whatever. Let's just call it 30 for now. I mean, I could go 30 if I wanted to. I can go 30 there. Okay, but we want to go this way. So That's probably more like 130. Yeah, so call it 120. Okay, again, I can change it yeah, or I can change it there. Just depends what I'm looking for, what I need. Actually, I'm going to try and make it a little bit more flat. Okay, so now, simple, easy, we say, okay, now we've got our datum there. So now, if I want to extrude into that now, I'll go sketch, select my plane, sketch my plane. Okay, as you see, there's that. It's going to ask you for some references just because you're in a weird position. Just say that, just a few odds and sods. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to click on there, make our circle. We're going to say okay, we're going to say extrude, and as you can see, now we are at that point. Okay, now I just want to show you something else. If this thing is there, okay, and I say okay, I'm happy, cool, whatever, now I want to fill in that hole there. Okay, all we got to do is we can make another, if you don't want to just extend this, we can take another datum plane, we can select that one, we can now move it accordingly. So we're going to go the right side, yeah, sorry, front side. Okay, so now yeah, we're going to just check more or less where that's going to end up. Okay, so we're just going to go just below that. Okay, then we're going to say okay, now we've got our other datum plane. Okay, with that still highlighted, I'm going to say sketch, I'm going to say references, we're going to go see through, yeah, I'm going to go there, invisible. Okay, I'm going to show hidden, so then we're going to reference on, that round there. We're going to say okay, close, we're going to draw a circle and say okay. Now back to our grayscale or solid, whatever you want to call it, and then now all I do is I say extrude and I flip that one. We're going to go to that feature just to a certain point, we're going to select that face and voila, done deal. Okay, now as I've said, every round is going to have an axis, so even though I didn't put an axis in there, it's got its own axis. Okay, very simple, very easy. Now if I now want to do, say I want to go through that now how do I get a perfect sketch of that again? So again, very simple, we can just say plane, then we should be able to, yeah, there we go, see, it's much. So then we're going to select that axis and I'm going to select this face here, so control this face, and see it's already on 90 degrees. So now I've got a plane there that I can sketch from. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to say sketch, going to pop up like that, we're going to go yeah, we're going to say sketch, we're going to get some references here, that one, say okay, close, we're just going to make a little square hole here, simple, easy, and say okay, we're going to extrude and go symmetrical, move material, and say okay, as you can see there. Okay, now we've removed that at 100% perpendicular to that actual drawing. Okay, now say I want to draw something there, I can say sketch and I can select that face and I can draw there and do a cutout there and whatever. But say now I want to do something on that level but this side, So we go plane, we can select the top there, we can say 0 and say okay, put our planes back on. Now you'll see there's a plane exactly on that level of that. So if I want to now make another part next to it that is at the same height as that one, for instance, okay, references, we can now do so. Okay, it's okay, and say extrude. We are gonna go the opposite direction, not that much. Say okay, and as you can see, that is now the same level as that one because of our plane that we put there, that we were drawing on. Okay, easy, simple. So that's a nice little feature on there. Then another nice feature that you can use on drawings like this is your notes. So we are going to click on our notes. We're going to say note, yes, symbol. You can put symbols, all these, obviously it's very obvious, whatever it says there is what it does. So each one has its own function where you can pull the templates in, or the dimensions in, or the datum tags and all that stuff. So those are all helpful. I'm just going to make a normal note for you guys just so you can see how this works. So on my texture, I'm going to say CAD man note. Okay, we're going to say symbols. We can add some symbols here. We can insert from a file. So if you've got text you want to pull from a different file, Word file, Excel file, so on, or from a notepad, you can. We're going to say place now. We're going to say with leader. We're going to say tangent leader. Then we're going to say okay. Then it's going to give you this menu here where it says select an edge and datum point curve on vertex on the top left here. Then all I'm going to do is I'm going to click where I want it, and I'm going to click, or I click where the pointer must go, and then I click where I want the note. I say okay, and I say okay. Now if I put my notes on, ta-da! As you can see, there is our note. So I really hope this is helpful. I really hope you guys use your datum planes and your axes, because I know I've used them many times when it comes to funny angles and funny sketches that I need to get into funny places where you can't use standard datum planes or surfaces. So again, I hope this helps. If you guys have any questions, put it in the comments. Hey guys, quick favor, if this video helped you, tap like. It tells YouTube my content is worth showing to more people. And hit subscribe if you want more quick tutorials, tips and real engineering tricks for Creo. More videos dropping every week. Have a great one, guys.